mistake. It's damn namaste, namaste. And Dalai Lama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblade to katanas, cause I've learned something from years of head hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. A glutton for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing out sparks, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark, dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy, tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, on another level, watch my glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go.
Shut down, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Nice completion there from the rookie passer out of Florida State. Good for a first down.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And that hit stuffs him in his tracks. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
19 tight, here we go, shot.
2nd and 10 now. Has it downfield, working the left. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap near
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
They bring their tight end left. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10 from the 41. Running left, this is Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Hey, Silver. Round up, Yeti.
From the 25 on second down. He's got Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Great.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now Hurts. Has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Robinson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. From the gun, a give to Brooks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running once more with Brooks. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Brooks runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Great.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Take go.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the give, it's Brooks. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Come on, set.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from the gun. That's complete to Wilson. Stiff arm success. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Here's Brooks. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hands off here for Brooks. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ready?
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts setting up to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from the 41. Hurts. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down. Hurts throwing again. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for this box. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Here we go.
They bring Wilson in motion right.
Go.
They'll throw on second and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, he has to be so upset with himself. 1 yard shy of the goal line, Brock. But, hey, still an incredible play to pick it and put his team on the doorstep for 6.
No question about it. The highlight was already playing in his head. He's at the 10, the 5, the 2, and then bam! He is stopped at the 1, and that pick 6 disappears. It is definitely a highlight for him, but I definitely know when they watch that tape, his teammates are going to give him quite a ribbing for getting caught at the 1.
No doubt. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Right.
Throwing here, Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go.
Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. On 2nd down, Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a counter give to Robinson. The ball's out, he lost it. Oh, and they get it back, the play's still live. And they're gonna touch him down after a short pickup. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys gotta stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Brooks on the give, headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
right, here we go. Second down.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Go! 79 Bronco.
Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
53. Great. Hey, easy. 63, back.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. This finds Smith. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Motion man left is Brown. On 1st down, they'll run. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner, if someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey, 73.
1st and 10, are under Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Great. Check. 73. 73. Yo, sir.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Vines. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Third and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Got all of it, and this is good. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Okay, you remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken at the first round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
They motion the slot man right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Set. Check go.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's go now.
First and 10, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Set it. Check smash.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Running once more with Brooks. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5. He'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow. After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights, and of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's got Smith. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. That's the 1st and more past midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go to Barkley again. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They motion a receiver left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Eagles in range for a game-winning score. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
That one is good. And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw it. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Leggett. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18. Go!
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
60, Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They are throwing it again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ready?
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down.
Come on, set. 19 Lion. Check go.
Throwing it again here. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Tag.
He'll throw it yet again. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go now. Track at 60. Get up.
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.